Welcome to this edition of Mayor's Report Dublin. I'm your host, Dr. Marshall Kamena. Joining me today is Mayor Sherry Hu from the city of Dublin, and I so much want to welcome you. I'm so happy to see you and catch you between all your duties.
Thank you for having me.
Well, it's really our pleasure.
Yeah, every time I come here, it's my great pleasure because it's so pleasant to be in front of the TV 30 and also giving the news about what's around in our city. It's exciting to do so.
Well, thank you for that so much. I appreciate that. What topics might you like to cover today on your Mayor's Choice?
Sure, I have a great news to share. We have been ranked #1 best city to live in California.
The #1 best city to live in California?
Yes, by U.S. News and the World Report.
That's the big one. Those are the two big ones.
Yes, yes. So we just want to say congratulations for our community members. Everybody did a great job, and we worked together. So we got this recognition from the national platform.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah. So this ranking is based on value, job market, quality of life, and desirability. So we did so well on all categories. That's why we can be ranked #1.
Well, I should hope so, largely due to your work. When I see the Vice Mayor soon, I'll ask him to introduce a measure for a raise in pay.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, so I'm really, really proud, and I already shared this news every time I say somebody, I was telling them, but it's still a news to some people, they haven't heard about it.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so we want to make sure everybody in our community to know and to celebrate, to feel proud of themselves. But I also want to say the overall Tri-Valley cities are doing well too.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, we don't want people, feel we are the only city. I think everybody, we have a good environment, good community that can make the #1 together.
Well, you're very kind.
Yeah.
And recently you sat on a Tri-Valley Mayor's Summit.
Yes.
That's a big deal. Can you tell our viewers the topics that were discussed and why the mayors discussed those issues collectively?
Yes, sure. So it's a little bit like a couple weeks ago, we have 5 mayors from Tri-Valley, Danville, Livermore, San Ramon, and Pleasanton, and then myself, all the mayors, 5 mayors together. We are in this beautiful winery, hosted by the Chamber of Commerce of Livermore, and I know collaboratively with the other Chamber of Commerce and with the cities as well. And it's a full room and have probably several hundred audience over there. And we share topics about economic development, business support, and infrastructure projects, and emergency preparedness. All these common topics people care about.
Amen.
Yeah, it's great. So that's the one thing we do want to share with all the audience. As Tri-Valley, as like an area together, our mayors and our city staff, our communities, we are together. We will never say, hey, that's my issue, it's not your issue. We always try to work the situation together, and there's challenges we share, we all share. And one thing I do want to say quickly, so twice a year, 5 mayors, we actually go to Washington, D.C. and go to Sacramento to do legislative advocacy.
As a unit?
As a unit, yes. And we talk to congressmen when we go to the Washington, D.C. We talk to congressmen. We talk to the Department of Energy. We talk to the laborers. We talk to, a lot of people over there. And that's one thing very unique about us is we have 5 mayors together in one room. And so people want to meet us because what a situation they can meet 5 mayors at the same time.
I found that most helpful too.
You probably started this, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Can you share the history? Because I know a lot of things you
I'm
started.
very proud. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. So that's the one thing I think people already noticed. We collaborate on a lot of things, and our staff work together as well. So there's a situations, I just gave a quick example, probably people heard about that. So for example, there's a jewelry that happened probably a couple years ago in San Ramon, a jewelry store.
Oh, jewelry store.
Got stolen, like a robberies. And then when the things, crime happened, our San Ramon police, of course, and also our Dublin police helped to capture those criminals.
Isn't that something? Can you discuss some of the areas of cooperation between Dublin and the county that benefits all our residents, such as particularly emergency preparedness?
Yes, cool that we just talk about this. That's a good way to talk about this. So the city partner with Alameda counties. And also we talk about this for many different things for emergency preparedness. And we are part of this county's operational area emergency management organization. So we will work together, like we say, we coordinate this mutual and emergency response across the county. And it allows the cross-agency trainings and activities and the response. So this is a collaboration. There's another thing I do want to say, City of Dublin, we do work, we contract the Alameda County Sheriff's Office and Alameda County Fire Department for our law enforcement and the fire services.
And hasn't that been an extraordinarily good relationship?
It's a very great relationship. That's the reason, we can, our city is able to provide public safety for our residents.
Thank you.
Yeah, and one thing I do want to say, because I know a lot of people have animals, they care about the pets. So we also team up with the county on the things like transportation planning and these homeless services and also animal shelter services.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. So if you have some questions about animals, we can also help with the county's help.
Well, thank you for that. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back just in a few minutes with the Mayor of Dublin. Welcome back to this edition of Mayor's Report Dublin. We're here talking with Mayor Hu from the City of Dublin. We're well in the second half of our nation's 250th birthday. Now, compared to China, that's nothing, but compared to Alameda County, that's really something. And what remaining celebrations or activities can residents enjoy for the rest of it in Dublin?
Sure. So 250 years is a huge milestone to celebrate.
Yes.
And at the City of Dublin, we actually hosted a huge event in our Dublin Sports grounds on the 4th of July. And we call this Red, White, and Blue Backyard Bash.
That's so clever.
It's a very cool event. And we have music, we have food, we have, the rides, we have a lot of people there. It's just a way to show our community's passion for the country, and this celebration went very well.
Well, I can understand how that is so well done that you want only Dublin residents to come, but that's not true, is it?
We always do big events, good events. Yeah, we love to do that.
You welcome people outside of Dublin to come too?
It's always open. So one of the things I do want to share is some of our bigger events. For example, our St. Patrick's Day, right? And also our Splatter. That's one of the bigger events. We actually counted, I think there's tens of thousands of people coming from outside to our City of Dublin to celebrate with us together. We welcome everybody. We enjoy the friendship from Tri-Valley or from East Bay, from bigger outside place. For our St. Patrick's Day, we always have friends, delegations from Ireland to come here to celebrate together with us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And recently the name IKEA has been coming up.
Yeah.
And so what does Sutter Health's purchase of the former IKEA site mean for Dublin, and what plans does Sutter have for the land?
Yeah. So you heard a lot of good news about our city. So Sutter Health just purchased the land from our city, from this property owner, it's a 27-acre of site near the Dublin BART station. The location is Hacienda Drive and Martinelli Way earlier this month. And we really appreciate Sutter Health has a trust, has a interest, want to invest in our community. And this will bring a lot of good things. Of course, good health services, quality of life, and the business and the jobs. It's just a lot of wonderful things are going to happen. At this moment, we don't have exact plans yet from Sutter Health, and I'm sure they will take time to make plans and work with the city planning department, the planning process, and to make this to happen.
Well, somewhat related to that, as I view Dublin, Pleasant, Livermore, I look at Dublin as having a balance of jobs and houses. Are you able to maintain that?
So I will have to say we are working hard to create more jobs, more jobs and more fair opportunities and the local economy for our residents, so they don't have to travel far to other cities or to South Bay, San Francisco for work.
Well, does Sutter already have some other facilities in Dublin that you haven't mentioned?
They do. They already have some facilities. I remember I used to be their patient or client. They have Sutter Health. They already have a facilities, have a healthcare services in our city.
I didn't know that. Thank you.
You didn't know that, yeah, because I wouldn't know that if I was not their patient.
I see. Well, are there any other upcoming events that you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, so we have a lot of things happening. So one of the things I just mentioned, Splatter is going to happen September 12th. So Splatter, yes. So that's the end of the summer celebration. As you probably know, in Emerald Green Park, over the summer, we have a farmer's market. We have a concerts. So that was very, very well carried on for many weeks. And now it's the end of the summer, and we also want to celebrate the culture, celebrate the diversity with the food, with the rides, and also with, I know there's performances, there's music, there's great bands, and best of all, I would say that's one of the high points is we have a Zoom show at night.
Well, you were lucky to be one of the only agencies that has the recreation department as part of the city, and that means probably control that water slide also. And was there
the wave? You talk about the wave.
The wave, yes.
Yes.
Was there good use there?
Yes, it's just in Emerald Green Park, so near the wave. So we will have that celebration Splatter over there, and some of the programs will be in the wave. I know, last time I went to there for the art show.
That's something, isn't it?
We gave awards to those artists who show their work, show their excellence and the beauty, right, of the art creativity there.
How about the farmers market? Can you go into that a little bit?
Yeah, so farmers market. It's actually just ended a couple of weeks ago, and we love the farmers market. It's always crowded. People can get local food over there. So a couple of things I always enjoy is you can try the fruits. Sometimes you can try vegetables as well, and you want to pick the things you really like strawberries, peaches, those kind of things there. And also there's a local honey as well.
Is that honey?
Yeah, honey bottles, honey things. Yeah, there's a fish. There's people sell fresh fish over there, and I used to buy some fish from there. One of the things I really enjoy is it's a place you can talk to people, get a local food, fresh vegetables.
Families?
Exactly, families. And also I like popcorn always. You can get a popcorn bag. You just love those popcorns. And there's a concert, and it's just amazing music. People all there, dance with the music. It's just a huge community celebration.
Did you not have popcorn as a little girl?
I love popcorn. I have to share one little story with you. So when I was young, like people just do popcorns on site for us. It's like they need a kind of, I don't know how to say that, but they need a stove, like a fire, to pop the corn.
I
They
see.
put it in a container, and they can pop not only corn and also rice, crispy rice. And it's just so fun for us. So at that time, I tell you, I have to share with you, I was like, oh, I want to do this when I grow up. So I want to be the person to, to make popcorns.
Have you been doing it?
I know. I do this in my microwave.
Oh, I
we
see.
do popcorn in microwave. I love that too.
I'll bet the citizens of Dublin would love to see you out there on one
To
of the nights
prepare popcorns
preparing the
for people,
popcorn.
to sell popcorns in farmers market. You give me some business idea.
Well, thank you. Gosh, thank you for being here today, and thank you for updating us. And thank you for watching this edition of Mayor's Report Dublin. Join us for the next episode right here on Tri-Valley TV. I'm Dr. Marshall Kamena, and I thank you for joining us.